telephone there. Couldn't you call Dr. Punch and see if she's available? Or send her a text?
Okay. Sharon Price, she answered and she's going to be calling in just a minute.
Okay, very good. Amy, I see a phone number at the bottom of the screen. Could that be Dr. Punch?
I'm not really sure if that's her or not. That's not the phone number I spoke with.
Oh, okay. Then we'll wait a little longer.
Ben was also just logging in. So,
Yeah, it's not been.
oh, it's not in.
uh, 306.
Yes.
Okay.
Chairman Price, I believe she just signed on.
Okay, good. If you're ready to call the roll then, and everybody will have to unmute so you can announce that you're here.
He's unmuted. Commissioner Gertner stepped away for just a second.
Oh, all right.
There he is.
Okay, there we go. Now, well, Amy, why don't we try and call the roll and see what happens?
Commissioner Gardner,
Here.
Commissioner Hassler,
Here.
Commissioner Price,
I'm here.
Commissioner Punch,
Here.
and Commissioner Schwerin.
Here.
Well, wonderful. We're all here, and we'll begin our third video meeting. Hopefully this may be our last, but no one knows. And we welcome Chief Barton to her first full board meeting as chief, and call upon her to make her report.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. Hello, everybody, and thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I'd like to talk a little bit about our COVID response this morning. As you know, we are scaling back our response due to the business and local items and businesses, I'm sorry, and areas things opening. So we have pulled people back. We are looking at reviewing and entering into a return to work discussion on how we're going to bring our people back to work. We have adequate PPE for our warehouse, and we are looking at ways to reduce the personnel required to be in those positions, some form of technological monitoring on those. We're also going to meet later today in regards to coming up with a plan, a measured plan, a implemented response to return people to work and open some of our units within the headquarters buildings and the other buildings here open to the public as we move forward in the next several weeks. I'd like to call on Mr. Becker to give a report on staffing for you.
Thank you, Chief. Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. The current number of commissioned officers is 963. We have 60 vacancies. That includes 796 police officers, 112 sergeants, 32 lieutenants, and 17 captains. For the professional staff, we have 337 employees, and there are 23 vacancies. Class 200 from the academy, which began on January 13th, has 22 St. Louis County recruits, and they are scheduled to graduate on June 23rd. And the details of that graduation are to be announced as this pandemic and we expect to have anywhere from 20 to 24 recruits in that class, and that will be the last academy class for St. Louis County recruits for 2020. Public safety dispatcher class number 7 is scheduled to start on June 22nd. It has a maximum class limit of 12. We're expecting at this point 8 dispatcher recruits to be in that class. And special note, Law Enforcement Week has passed us. We're approaching on Memorial Day. I'd like to recognize those officers who have given their life in the line of duty and their families, and also to the veterans and reservists that serve in the police department right now. We currently have 8 employees out on military separation serving in their reserve capacity, so happy Memorial Day to them. And that's all I have, Chief.
That's all I have, Commissioner Price.
All right. Thank you, Chief. Do we have officers that need to be deputized this morning?
Yes, we do, sir. I'm going to have them step forward if that's okay, so you can see them.
Please.
Please step forward. There. Lower. Okay, there you go. Face the screen so you can see, okay?
Okay. Now, we have 2 sets of officers, one for Washington University Police and one for Lambert Airport. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we do the Washington University police officers first? If you're ready, and we'll raise your right hand and swear solemnly after me. I state your name.
I, Joshua Poe,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I am a citizen of the United States,
I am a citizen of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States
that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
and the state of Missouri,
and the state of Missouri,
and the charter and ordinances of St. Louis County,
and the charter and ordinances of St. Louis County,
that I will faithfully adhere to the regulations provided in the rules and procedures for deputization as adopted by St. Louis County,
that I will faithfully
adhere to the regulations
to the regulations
provided in the rules and procedures for deputization
provided in the rules and procedures for deputization
as adopted by St. Louis County.
as adopted by St. Louis County.
And I will faithfully demean myself,
And I will faithfully, what was that word again, sir?
demean myself
Me, myself,
as an officer of the Washington University Police Department
as an officer of the Washington University Police Department
and a deputized officer of the St. Louis County Police Department.
as a deputized officer of the St. Louis County Police Department.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. You are now an officer of the Washington University Police Department, deputized by St. Louis County.
Thank you, sir.
And now, who do we have for the Lambert Airport Police Department?
Officer John Williams, sir.
Okay, Officer Williams. If you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me, I state your name,
I, John Williams,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I am a citizen of the United States,
that I am a citizen of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution,
and the laws of the United States
the laws of the United States,
and the state of Missouri,
and the state of Missouri,
and the charter and ordinances
the charter and ordinances
of St. Louis County,
of St. Louis County.
that I will faithfully adhere
I will faithfully adhere
to the regulations provided
to the regulations provided,
in the rules and procedures
rules and procedures
for deputization
for deputization
as adopted by St. Louis County,
as adopted by St. Louis County.
and that I will faithfully demean myself
And I will faithfully demean myself
as a deputized officer
as a deputized officer
of the Lambert Airport Police Department
of the Lambert Airport Police Department
and as a deputized officer of the St. Louis County Police Department.
and as a deputized St. Louis officer of the St. Louis County Police Department.
So help me God.
Help me God.
Congratulations. You also are a deputized officer of the Lambert Airport Police Department. This is a little awkward to do over video, but I think you did well. I just went too fast a couple of times. So congratulations to both of you. We wish you a very satisfying and a safe career.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Commissioner Price,
Yes.
we missed one. Another officer from Washington University, he didn't chime in time, so could you do that one more time for us, please?
Yeah, I will attempt to do it one more time.
Okay.
I'll be happy to. If you will raise your right hand and repeat after me, I state your name,
I, Mario Kocic,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I am a citizen of the United States,
that I'm a citizen of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and the laws
and the laws
of the United States
of the United States
and the state of Missouri,
and the state of Missouri,
and the charter and ordinances
and the charter and ordinances
of St. Louis County,
of St. Louis County,
that I will faithfully adhere
that I will faithfully adhere
to the regulations provided
to the regulations provided
in the rules and procedures
and the rules and procedures
for deputization
for deputization
adopted by St. Louis County,
adopted by St. Louis County,
and that I will faithfully demean myself
and that I will faithfully demean myself
as an officer of the Washington University Police Department
as an officer of the Washington University Police Department
and as a deputized officer of the St. Louis County Police,
and as a deputized police officer of the St. Louis County Police.
so help me God.
So help me God.
And we welcome you too to the law enforcement ranks, and make all the best wishes for you and your colleagues. All right, do we have a motion to approve the minutes from the meetings of April 22nd and April 30th?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Very good. Is there old or new business we need to address? If not, we will proceed to the contracts that need to be approved. Would you present those contracts to us?
Chairman. We have a police service agreement with the City of Green Park. Recommendation to approve a renewal contract for full police services between the City of Green Park and St. Louis County. Term of agreement is June 1st, 2020 through December 31st, 2020, at an annual charge of $317,000, 288.
Very good. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Now, will you make a presentation to us on the dispatcher training manual?
This training manual was completed and is recommended to be approved as a official department training manual, public safety dispatcher training manual, and in it is a set of training procedures and rules and regulations that new dispatchers will be taught. Attend I believe it's a 5-week academy that they have to graduate from, and then they go out into a terminology training aspect of it. They learn both the radios and the and phones, and it is a descriptive of what skills they should have at each particular step along the way and what competencies they need in order to successfully be without a training officer and move forward into their probation status. With that has also been the addition of a training coordinator for the dispatch academy, and to make sure that set standards and disciplines are applied to, and as such are all spelled out within this manual. And it is my recommendation that it be approved in this.
Do we have any questions for the chief regarding the dispatcher's manual? If there are no questions, do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries and the training manual is approved. It's now time for our public forum portion of the meeting. How are we organized for that to work?
Yeah, so if you'd like to make a comment to the board, if you're a public participant, click on the participants button at the bottom of your screen. That should open up a white box which has a raise hand button. Click on that raise hand button and I will unmute you so you can speak. If that doesn't work, just simply unmute yourself. We only have about 20 participants, so just unmute yourself and hear you talk. We'll give you a couple minutes to figure that out and make a decision on that. Commissioner Price, I don't see anyone electronically raising their hand.
Very good. Then we'll, yes?
So I was just gonna say, if anybody, sort of the last chance, if you'd like to make a comment, please unmute yourself. I think we're good.
All right. You know, this may be something that's, I don't think we can avoid, but it's unfortunate that we don't have a more meaningful way for public comment. But I just don't know a better way to do it than you have done. So hopefully we will be back to having live meetings soon and more opportunity for public comment and contact with people of St. Louis County. Now I'll read our notice to go into closed session. The Board of Police Commissioners may vote to go into closed meeting for review of claims and lawsuits involving the police department, Section 610.021.1 RSMO, and Section 114.0201 SLCRO. Discussion of employee and personnel matters, Section 610.021.3 and 13 RSMO, and Sections 114.0203 and 13 SLCRO. And an update on union negotiations, Section 610.021.9 RSMO, and Section 114.0209 SLCRO, and specifications for competitive bidding, Section 610.021.11 RSMO, and Section 114.02011 SLCRO. Is there a motion to go into closed session?
I move that the board go into closed session.
And a second?
Second.
That's, and let's do a roll call on this, Amy.
Commissioner Gardner,
Yes.
Commissioner Hassler,
Yes.
Commissioner Price,
Yes.
Commissioner Punch,
Yes.
and Commissioner Schwerin.
Yes.
Thank you all for attending. We will go into closed session and return when closed session is over.